The Irvine Historical Society hosts their annual open house on this edition of Irvine Scene.
They come with their stories on what they remember about the early days of the City of Irvine. And before the city became incorporated, it would be the Irvine Ranch. And just what life was like in those times and what they did.
People sharing their own history is the idea of this open house. Clifford Prather lived in Irvine from 1958 until the mid-1970s, when it began to become developed.
Back in the days before the development took place, it was a pretty, very rural. I could probably drop it into the Midwest somewhere. You had the farming and agriculture, lima beans, citrus. In the major population center actually was the Marine base. You almost treated the whole place as your own private park. Nobody really worried about it as long as you didn't cause any trouble. You're going from going through the orange groves or the avocado orchards or, visiting your friends. And, you had to travel quite a ways.
Someone else who knows quite a lot of Irvine's history is author Mike Stockstill, who's sharing what he's learned and taking in tidbits from those attending.
I just talked to a gentleman over here who lived on Irvine Boulevard when it was all orange groves, and he told me a couple of things I wasn't aware of. But what I found is here in Irvine, most people know a little bit about either the family or the company or some bit of history. What we did with our book was take it all together, 1947 to 1977.
From the Irvine family to the Irvine Company. Mike tells us James Irvine II transformed the ranch into one of the most successful agricultural empires in California. When he died, he wanted the ranch to be under a single ownership. So rather than leave it to his family, he left control to a foundation.
The foundation saw what was coming. World War II had happened. Population was coming. They said, we're going to hold this in one piece and we're going to develop it. They hire William Pereira to create the plan. And what we see around us today is a result of that.
Siwon loves history and moved from Korea to Irvine last August. Ever since then, he has been a volunteer at the museum and came out today to learn more.
When I see people coming in here, I feel really touched to see that some people are still interested in history. I really feel thankful to them when people come here.
The museum is open Tuesdays and Sundays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and by appointment as well.
The Irvine Historical Museum houses a history of the Irvine Ranch because that's what the City of Irvine is built on. Has a rich history dating back to the Native Americans. And so we talk about that, and along with cattle ranching and agriculture, and then to city planning.
For more information, you can give them a call or send them an email. For Irvine Scene, I'm Jacqueline Twegg.